know if I've showcased this one. You have to be drinking Fidens. If not, we're going to just shut this off right now. Yes, guys, we are back.
It is not an illusion. We are here.
No.
It's been a long fucking time.
Do not adjust your TV sets. Do not. I need a drink.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Absolutely.
Welcome.
Cheers. Welcome back.
You have found the Pints and Profits show. Don't adjust your volume or anything or your TV. We are back from hiatus, partially due to me taking a ton of time off for family reasons, illness. We have had COVID, flu A, flu B, norovirus, sprained ankle again.
Twice.
Yeah, so it has been rough, but I'm so happy to be back. I'm so happy to be chatting with you guys. I'm Dennis, the Free King Flipper, selling things on eBay, a little bit of Poshmark, a lot of Marketplace lately.
Okay.
Been having some good luck with that. And we do this podcast to talk to you guys, talk shop about reselling, what's going on in our reselling lives, and just a whole bunch of different topics, from what to look for, shipping, what problems we might encounter, newbies, questions like that. And this guy here knows everything you want to know about clothing.
Not a lot.
Sorry
not
to put
everything.
you on the spot.
No, not everything. Yeah. So guys, Sky here, Fisher Flips. Yeah. So I'm primarily a clothing seller. If I come across something that's not clothing, I'll look at it. But it's not like I seek after it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I kind of do what I know. I enjoy what I'm doing. And like Dennis said, we're just here to help some of the newbies, help you guys out. I've been selling since 2019. So 5-6 years deep. So I have some knowledge, right? Just trying to help you guys out and not make the mistakes that we have made.
Right.
And the biggest thing, Dennis, is this is free, right?
Yes.
It's free.
Absolutely
Free content. Free content. We're not going to charge you guys ever.
No.
If you follow us on Instagram, I get messages a lot for people asking for help. Send us a message. Clothing for me, the vintage toys and stuff that you sell, just message us. We'll give you guys what we can help you out with.
Absolutely. We enjoy talking shop so much, we do it for free. Just because we enjoy it. I don't know. I look forward to these days. I look forward to recording and talking about a whole bunch of different topics and talking about gear.
And it's good to be back.
It is so great to be back. So why don't we start off with a real quick recap of what we've been doing?
Okay.
I'll jump in real quick. I have not stopped reselling at all. I've been muscling through. You gotta do your family stuff first. Obviously, that takes precedence. But I still did like the bare minimum. I went down from 15 listings every day to 10, just to make it manageable.
Yep.
I did see a huge drop off on sales. Just I don't know if you guys are having issues out there with sales, but it has been slow. It has been really slow.
It has been slow.
But other than that, I've been taking care of the family, working. I bought a pallet or two during that time, and just doing the bare minimum stuff to keep eBay happy and the algorithm happy. And that's really it.
That's the thing. Like that's like you said. Like even though this is our passion and this is what we do for work, you're full time. Obviously, I'm a part-time, but family comes first. Like it doesn't matter what going on with eBay. eBay will take a back seat for family all the time. 100%.
100%.
So got to do what you got to do. We're back. What have I been doing?
Yeah.
Reselling, same thing. But like you, Dennis, I've also cut back. And let me explain why. So I've mentioned before, that I work full time, and my wife would stay home and do the listings for me while I'm at work. Okay.
Yeah.
She went back to work. So she went back to work. It's Monday through Friday. And since then, it's changed focus of eBay for me, where before I could just come home, look over her 15 listings, launch them, take photos, and start the process all over. That's now changed. She can't list anymore, obviously. So I come home, I take my photos, I do my listings when I go home from work. So I've dropped down from 15 listings a day to 5 to 8 per day, just because that's what I can manage.
It's manageable.
And where before I was way more dependent on the eBay money coming in, because that was like my second income. Yeah. Now with her back to work, I'm not as stressed over the eBay money coming in. Does that make sense?
Yes.
But I'm still listing. I'm still going. I'll work my 10 hours a day at work. I'll come home and work 4 or 6 hours a night, because it's still I'm part-time, but I still look at myself like a part-time / medium full-time.
Medium time.
Yeah. Like our sourcing has changed. She has to work on Saturdays. Where Saturdays was our sourcing day together, that's changed. So I now go by myself on Saturdays, which is tough because would have 2 people just go in, get it all, meet, be done. So I go a little bit on Saturdays, but there's a couple thrifts where I live that have dollar days on Sunday. So we've been hitting the dollar days on Sunday.
I've seen you were messing it up. That was crazy.
It's crazy because we have this one place, and we'll go in there Sunday. It's a zoo. Number one, you have to get there. You have to line up to get in to get a cart.
Oh, really? Okay.
Everyone lines up at the door, and there's only like 15 carts, baskets, whatever you call them.
Yeah.
So carriage, cart, basket, buggy, whatever, right?
Buggy.
So we have to be there first to get just that. But once you're in there, it's good. There's not as many resellers as you would think at dollar.
No, I thought it'd be all resellers.
No, it's not. It's not bad. It's
really?
More like
how many would you say out of
if there's 100 people in the store? Yeah, 10.
No way.
There's not a lot.
Now there will be.
Yeah. So we get a lot of stuff. I love it. I love Dollar Day. So yeah. It's changed up a little bit. It is what it is, but still here. And I still haven't stopped having a few IPAs per night.
What are you drinking, by the way? Because that looks almost like a.
So I am not sponsored by Fiden's. You would think I would be, right? But I'm not. So I am drinking Fiden's. This is called the Farmer.
Very cool.
A little pitchfork, 8.5, and it's got a Mosaic, Citra, Galaxy, and Nelson.
Oh, the trifecta.
Well, it's 4, so it would be the quadfecta.
I'm sorry, you said Citra,
Mosaic, Citra.
Oh, Mosaic, Citra,
Galaxy, and Nelson.
Okay.
And I I love Nelson. I know you're not a big Nelson fan, but I love Nelson. I love it.
No.
But yeah,
Citra Galaxy for me, or Nectaron, or some of these newer ones that are coming out that are just insane. Tastes like pineapple juice, or I am drinking Bissell Brothers. I don't know if I have. Did I do a Bissell Brothers? I can't even remember.
You may have a while
Portland, Maine. Not the OG, but one of the older guys up there in Portland.
I've never had a Bissell Brothers. I can't get it down here.
Thompson Point. This is right down at my local shop. Let me see if I can bring this one up. How do I do that? Yeah, right here.
It's been that long.
There it is.
Oh, there we go.
It has been long. So there you can see their logo, the 3 Bs, Bissell Brothers Brewing. And they're all good. They're all amazing. This is their Substance is one of their like staple IPAs, and then they've got there you go. You might like that one, a Mosaic Pale Ale. They got doubles. They got their Fest beer. Here's the one I'm drinking here, Reciprocal. But then they do dark stuff. I mean, they got loads. I mean, look at the like 19 different things here. Crazy stuff. These are some of like the seasonal one-offs. This one is amazing. This worth a visit. So I've had a ton of these because my buddy's a huge Bissell Brothers fan, and I don't know. He used to give me beers all the time to trade, and I try all of them. But they do make some good dark stuff too. But so if you go up there, there's like a kind of like what you were saying, where Fidens is. There's a bunch of breweries in a small area. That's kind of like Thompson Point up in Portland, Maine. You can go up there, spend an afternoon, spend a day really, and hit a bunch of them.
Take a day just to get up there.
Yeah, it's a hike. It is a hike.
That's a weekend trip, yeah.
Especially from the Cape. But one of the big things that I've been looking forward to is yard sales. And they're finally happening tomorrow. We're recording on a Friday, tomorrow Saturday, and I've got a couple there. But in the meantime, because there are no yard sales here, we're in the Northeast. You better have stored up like a squirrel for stuff all winter long. I have the opportunity to go and buy wholesale, which kind of keeps me afloat. But I have been buying those pallets, and if you watch any of my Instagram or other social media, I've posted a bunch of stuff. I posted a bunch of things that I found. Let me see if I can bring this one up. This is nuts, guys. So if you've been following me, I actually found this in one of those piles. This is a GameCube game, Nintendo GameCube. It is, I guess, a grail item for these people that collect Pokemon games.
You know what's funny? Not to interrupt you. I would see that and be like, $20.
Okay, so I said something similar. I said $50. I said, "Oh, rock on, bro. This is like $50." No. This thing is crazy. This is literally the one that is it's an American, it's a US made, not the Japanese import. Okay. So that is very important when it comes down to this. The Japanese one is worth $40-$50, right? Yeah. That's what I thought I had until I started seeing some of these numbers.
You're like, holy shit.
$2,000?
You're like, this can't be right.
It's exactly what I said. I said, there's no way this is what I have. There's no way. Mine did not come, if you can see it. Well, there's an adapter cord. Mine did not come with that. Okay. And then there's a memory card. Okay. And it did not come with a memory card, which I clearly said. This is actually my listing right here.
Okay.
So $1,700.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. And I put in there without memory card, or it had the stickers that someone used on the memory card, but the memory card wasn't in there, and the little cord, whatever type of adapter cord. Wow. Look, you can get this one right here. No case, just the game itself. No manual, no memory card, nothing. $840 something.
Wild. It's wild.
Yeah,
it's wild.
So let me ask you this: you find something like that? Maybe it's something that you're familiar with, but it's not really. You don't know exactly what it's worth, because you kind of maybe you see numbers all over the place.
Yeah.
Would you? And I did this. Would you join one of those Facebook groups that specialize in kind of maybe it's a nice watch that you found, or a piece of jewelry, or let's say it's a vintage shirt or something,
like a vintage Levi's Big E from the 50s or 60s that could be worth thousands and thousands of dollars, but you're not sure. Would I join a Facebook group? Mm-hmm. It's a yes and no answer, right? So I sometimes find Facebook groups to be toxic and negative. But I think when you have something like that where it's kind of like a niche item and you want to throw it out to that like it's a Pokemon video game group only,
Okay.
not a generic reselling group, because then you get all the friggin' jerks and stuff that just say, oh, they're nothing or nothing. I think I would probably throw something out there, just throw a hook out there and see what people think. And yeah, I guess I would. I think, yeah, I would, but I would be kind of like hesitant a little bit, which is for the drama that comes with it, right?
I mean, you're joining it just for the reason to say, hey, is this thing legit? That
Because you get
I
those
guess
people that are like, you got a $20 item, you got nothing, you got nothing. You know what I mean?
right.
And that's where I don't like that part of it. But yeah, you might get some good information about like, dude, you got something crazy right there.
Yeah, so I joined one. I won't
Okay.
mention it, but it's just a generic
Yeah.
GameCube like collector type of group, right? I joined it, posted the picture. I said, I recently acquired this and looking for information on it, and right away, messages,
Ugh.
just non-stop. For sale, you selling,
Right.
bum, 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 all this thing. I'm like, I'm just looking for a little
I
information.
just need some help. Yeah.
So basically, my questions were answered just by posting that.
Yeah,
And like,
because
okay.
you got 1,000 messages that are available. So you knew right there
I'm
that
like,
there was something.
I knew right there it was legit and it's worth something because people are going nuts.
Yeah.
I had one guy say, I'm 5 hours away. I will pay you $1,000 like right now. And I'm like, I said, I don't know. I said, eBay sold listings on eBay kind of say otherwise.
Yeah.
I said, I don't know about that. I'm really looking for like $1,500. And he's like, I could do 1,100. That's it.
Still
I'm like,
tempting, though. Still tempting.
So I'm like, tell you what, I said, I'm going to put it on eBay for my full asking price. And if it doesn't sell, I'll let you know. He's like, yeah. He's like, make sure you let me know quick because I'm in the area for the weekend picking up another load of games from somebody.
Okay.
I said, all right, yeah, no problem. Listed it. 33 minutes later,
It's sold.
full price,
Jeez.
gone.
And
That's in between getting offers on eBay, like lowball offers.
Did you on eBay promote it? Coupon sales, anything?
Did not
Nothing,
do
right?
that. I forgot there was a coupon.
Oh.
Yeah. There was no sale, no promotion.
No promotion.
I'm like,
good.
I don't even need to promote it.
Fuck no.
But I forgot that I had the 15% off coupon running, and the guy used it. Which I'm like, all right, whatever. It's still right in the realm of where that game's so like what's in it and what's missing versus a complete one going for $2,000. So I got pretty close to $2,000, and it wasn't even complete. It was missing that cable, and it was missing the
so
memory
card. Basically had a mortgage payment for one video game.
It was insane.
That's insane.
So
and have you ever found anything in those pallets remotely close to that?
The only thing was
other
the pallet
than that
before where I got the Pink Floyd CD that sold for $500. Boom, gone. And then it's
just crazy how it got in there.
Oh, Blur. I sold a rare Damon Albarn Blur, that the band Blur, you know them.
I've heard of them.
There was some weird promo. Some weird promotional CD that they handed out at like a concert or something. It was crazy rare. It was in a little cardboard sleeve and just the disc, and that sold for $125. So what's cool is you find something like that, it almost pays for the entire thing, right?
Well,
the entire pallet.
When you find like that Pink Floyd CD, that pays for the pallet. Like everything else is profit.
Yep.
So it's wild.
No, are they all winners? No. The one that I just bought,
average.
Nothing great. I mean, tons of sealed stuff, which I love. I love selling, brand new sealed media, but no. The Pokemon thing is a grand slam. That's a walk-off grand slam.
And you'll probably never ever find it again.
No. Nope. The guy that bought it is a collector. He goes, "This is the final piece in my collection."
Shit.
The final piece. He's like, this is what I've been looking for, and your price isn't ridiculous. If you go up there and look at Pokemon, the same thing. What people are asking, dude, what people are asking is crazy town. Crazy.
And they'll never sell it.
Here is the same one. Yeah, the same one that I have without what it had no memory card or no something in here. And they're asking $3,500. Like, stop. Yeah, here's a guy. He's selling just the case, no game, nothing else in it. He's asking $600 for the case. There's no game. There's no nothing.
Yeah,
it's wild, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of people on whatever niche you sell that they will put a price on there that they think, right, is worth something. Yeah. Not a price to sell it, but a price to hold it, right. Which is what.
So they're just sitting there.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I'll take the $1,700 like right now. I'm good.
Yeah.
Like, oh well, you could have hold on to it for and make $2,000.
Could have. In 6 months.
But I kind of need the money, like right now. So that was it. There was one that.
So was that sale your best item so far that's ever sold for you?
Best single item I've ever sold. Yes.
Was that nice?
Yep. I liked everything about it except the bar graph on your eBay.
Right.
It's like it made all of the other numbers go like this.
Like, yep.
So it was like this, and then it had this one that was like this.
Hey,
and then everything else was down here. It was like just cruising by like this. I'm like, oh my God, bro. It made me feel like, oh man, I haven't sold anything good. No, I had that one day where, I think the actual day was almost $2,000.
Well, I was going to ask you
with my other sales.
I was going to ask you, did you notice like when you sold that your sales started to pick up after that?
No. Shut off. Complete opposite.
Because we've talked about that before. Like when you sell something really high, it kind of tricks the algorithm and your sales take off.
Yeah, they shove all your other stuff.
We're like, fuck you, you're done for today.
You're done. You hit your quota, and then I think I made like $135 the next day. Like it was like, beep, beep.
Yeah, right.
So I don't know. It all averages out. I get it, but it's just weird to see the one big line right here, and then everything else is like,
yep.
So
take it when you
can. I was sick a lot. I think I mentioned that.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'll ask you. I'll tell you what happened to me.
You were sick a lot.
My God, dude, it was really bad.
When have you got like some kind of like something when you're in St. Thomas? Or that's where you were at St. Thomas?
I went to St. Thomas as well.
Wonder if you got something there.
I came back and I got sick. I always do. Always. It's inevitable. Plane rides and just people, or I don't know. But when I got back, I was still sick. So this, there are no sick days, right? You sell stuff and it's due to be shipped out.
Right.
They're shipping it out. I made like 3 mistakes because I felt so crappy. I sent someone the wrong item. I sent somebody else the wrong item. And then I forget what the third one was, but the 2 were similar items, and I completely just grabbed one off the shelf, and it was not what they ordered.
Yeah, because you're trying to like
I'm trying to get through it. I'm just trying to get through it.
Yeah.
Have you ever made mistakes like that where you, because of you're under the weather, or?
I've made mistakes that way when I was not focused or I was in a rush.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm shipping, I do my shipping in the morning, my Monday, Wednesday, Friday before work. There's been times where I wake up late or my computer won't fire up right away and I'm in a rush and I've grabbed the wrong stuff and shipped it out. Just because you're in a hurry and you're trying to just get through it and you can't focus. And it happens. I mean, it happens. All you can do is if you catch it in the right time, maybe grab the item. I don't know. The mistakes I've made, I just let them go.
Yeah.
And when it got to the buyer, get that message. Hey, I got the wrong item. Oh,
Yep.
shit.
That's
All right.
exactly what it said.
Send it back. I'll refund you. I'll send you the new item for free.
Yep.
Like you make it better for the buyer.
I just said, I don't want it back. I'm not paying for the return shipping. I just
just keep it.
Keep it, discard it, whatever you want to do. And I will send you the one that you paid for.
For free.
And they're like,
and you
cool.
just eat it. Yep.
Positive, review and be done with it. What was one of them? Dude, there was a DVD on this shelf that was a single disc for a movie, okay? Then there was another one on the shelf. Same movie, same everything, but it was the collector's edition with 2 discs.
You sent the wrong one.
I sent them the one with 1 disc. And they said, this is not the one I'm like, come on. That's literally just doing it too fast.
You're just
too fast.
You're not focusing.
Yep. So it happens, guys. Let us know in the comments. What's your worst mistake? What's your worst shipping mistake? Here's another one. I was so just trying to get through everything. I left on vacation. I come back. I'm printing out stuff because I leave my store open while I'm away. And when I got back, there was a pile of stuff to go out. I ran out of labels.
During your shipping, you ran out of labels?
Yep. Yep. Because I didn't plan. I said, I'll do that, when I get back. I didn't even know. I was just so excited to go away. You're supposed to set yourself up, right? Before you leave, make sure when you get back, everything's good. I didn't do that. So I ran out of labels. I use a Dymo 4XL. And I love this thing. This thing has been, bulletproof for 5 years now. I've had it at least 5 years. Anyway, ran out mid shipping. It makes that awful, it's trying to pull the.
You're like, fuck.
I'm like, now what? Because I think, what did I get back? We got back on a Sunday and I started shipping out on Monday. And then I started doing everything. And I'm like, now I'm looking at the clock going,
yeah, I'm running out of time.
I'm running out of time. The window at the post office is going to close. So
yeah,
I'm like, I can't do Amazon. They don't have 1 day for this. So I have to go where I looked online for replacements. And the only place I had it was Staples. And it was literally 3 times for 1 roll. For them was the same price for me to go on eBay and get 4 rolls.
Oh shit.
But what are you going to do?
You don't have a choice.
You're going to eat it. I had to go and get it, brought it home, finished my, blah, blah, blah. Then I got a whole bunch of people telling me, especially Stephanie Fusen. Stephanie's on she's a reseller, very knowledgeable and great Instagram page too. She's got a ton of stuff on there. Check her out. She's like, if you go to UPS, open up an account, there's a whole section with all free stuff they'll send you. I'm like, really? I believed her, but I didn't believe that they would send me this thing.
Jesus Christ.
That's about free.
How many are in there? 4,000?
I don't know. This roll is enormous, but it's your 4x6, right? It's your standard size.
Yeah.
This is not going to fit in my Dymo.
Right.
That's the problem. But we were discussing off air what you could do with this thing. Maybe unroll a whole bunch and just kind of have it feed through.
Take off 50 or so and put them, flat.
Yep.
And just let them feed through. Or you can make something like a holder.
Yeah,
a towel like holder and let it come down
roll through.
Whatever. But guys, it's good to have it.
They send it. They just sent it. So this is like my emergency.
I need to do that.
I messed up, and this is like the fire extinguisher, smash glass in case of emergency. That's what this is right here.
Yeah.
But Stephanie, thank you for that. And guys, just grab one of these.
I'm gonna do that tomorrow. I'm gonna sign up for an account and get free labels. I mean, shit.
Yep.
Instead of me, I think I'm down to a half a box, and they go fast. You don't realize what's inside. I have a roll though, so I stack my paper. You don't realize like how fast they're going, and all of a sudden you look like, oh shit. Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
Yeah, the Dymo has a cover on it, right? You have to open the cover up to see the roll. You don't see it. It's
All right.
covered. And all of a sudden the labels are starting to get like curled because you're
Okay.
getting to that to the end of the roll. And then you're like, how many do I got? And you peek over and you're like, I don't know. Can I finish this packing job or not? And all of a sudden it spits out the last one. You're like,
Have you ever run out of like other supplies like bubble wrap, poly mailers, packing paper?
I've run out of poly mailers before. And then I go to my emergency stash of I reuse these
Nice.
in a pinch.
I never even think about doing that.
So I have a whole bunch of those sort of stacked up. And if I ever run out of poly mailers, those will work until I order more.
Yeah,
But
so
I order like bundles of them through eBay.
I do the same
poly
thing.
mailers.
Like if you have a store subscription, based on your level of subscription, you get a coupon, right? So I have the premium store, so I get $50 per quarter for free stuff. So every quarter I go order 200 poly bags.
Nice.
And it comes to $48. And I get them for free. They don't last me 3 months. I still have to order regular poly bags through eBay or through Amazon. But it, like you said, that's my backup. I'll put those down by my shelving, and when I see my other supplies getting low, I use those. Yep. Because the poly mailers I use are a little bit thicker than the ones I order on Amazon, and it's about an ounce heavier.
Oh,
so it matters when you're shipping like a 15-ounce shirt.
Sure.
And you use an eBay bag, it pushes to a pound. Now you're looking at like another $1.50 more.
eBay ones are nice. They're a little thicker.
They're thicker.
Better
nice,
quality.
Better quality. But
I never even thought of the weight. I've never even thought of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I use the El Cheapo ones through eBay. I don't know. There's 1,000 people selling poly mailers.
Yeah, I get the poly mailers on Amazon, like 1,000 poly mailers for like 20. It's super, super cheap, but they're super thin. But
yeah, I get what's that? What else? So poly mailers. I get my tape and bubble wrap through Bubble Boy.
Okay.
He's been good to me. It's literally the next day when I order it.
Yeah,
it's on my doorstep.
Yeah.
So that I don't really have to worry about because I'm normally kind of using it routinely. I know exactly when I should reorder.
Yeah, see, I have a roll of bubble wrap, but I've had it for probably 10 months.
Right.
I don't use a lot of it. You know what I mean?
What about boxes?
Boxes, I'll get for free. Family members, friends. Packing paper, my brother-in-law, I get it from him, his company. He gets all of it that comes in that he reuses and just gives it to me in bags.
That's awesome.
I got packing paper up the wazoo in my closet.
That's great.
So yeah, if you need packing paper, next time I come out.
I don't think so. I don't use it a lot. We use totally different supplies. I'm using bubble wrap all the time, and
I don't use
various amount of boxes.
I don't use a lot of packing paper except for like shoes. If I sell a pair of shoes, I'll put packing paper on both sides, throw in a box. So I don't use a lot of it, but I have tons of it. So
yeah, I get all of my friends and relatives and neighbors that have Amazon addictions.
Yeah,
they save their boxes. They save whatever the packing material that was in the box. They just leave it in there, and then I'll go around and I'll just pick up stuff. They'll drop it off here. It's awesome.
Do you take your boxes and flatten them, or you just leave them whole?
I leave them. I have the space to leave them whole because I figure if I cut them all down, then I'm just taping them back up. And now I'm using tape again.
Right.
So good point. I just leave them the way they are, and then that way I can kind of see what size it is. And I have, I sell just weird random size stuff. So I need from golf clubs, the long boxes to, other stuff. So
nice.
I leave them intact. But other than bubble wrap boxes, poly mailers, and tape, it's really it. I mean, That's my staples, and I have different ways of doing it. Everyone's gonna have a different way of doing it.
Yeah.
All right. You want to buy all your boxes, go for it.
Yeah.
Absolutely go for it.
Yeah.
I like to save the planet, reuse, reduce, recycle, and keep a little bit more money in my pocket. So that's just me.
Yeah.
Speaking of money,
I don't have any.
do you ever? Huh?
I don't have any. I don't have any.
I don't either. Oh, so this will be a great question for
I
you.
spend it all on beer.
Your question of the day the other day went with the investment and all
that's
that
right.
stuff.
Yeah.
But I was thinking of that more, and I said, what about just strictly business? Okay.
Well, so let me first let me tell the viewers the question. So I sent Dennis. I was just at my day job. I drive all day and I think. So I sent Dennis a text. I go, if you got $30,000 in cash, tax free, what would you do with it? Simple question, because I like to ask people those questions, and you can ask 20 people that question, and you'll get 20 different answers.
You will.
Right. I told you some scenarios with what people I know and the money they blew, didn't do anything with it, and 6 days later they're broke. So that was the question I proposed to you. It was just a question on top of my head, like thinking, hey, what would you do with it?
Yep.
Go ahead.
So I was thinking of that, but I was concentrating more on business. So let's say you have a surplus of, I don't know. Let's say you don't have any surplus. Would you keep a surplus? Do you keep a surplus for when times are slow? So let's say you put $1,000 away and you have a quota like, hey, I got to meet this goal every single week to make ends meet, but I'm $100 short. Great. I'll just pull from the thing. Right. On paper, hell yeah, it makes a ton of sense. Practical, it's so hard.
Yeah.
It is nearly impossible for me to do that.
It is.
I don't know. It's. Go ahead.
I'm trying to think. Are we talking? Okay. So we're not going to. Okay. So the question, because we talked about what you would not do with that money, and we both agree I wouldn't put any of that money into like our eBay business.
Yeah.
That's
I'm just saying, would you if you were going to do something with your business, would you go out and buy a whole bunch of inventory?
Yeah, I don't think I would. I would want to take that money and invest it or save it or pay some bills. Blah, 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 blah.
So let me change it. You have to use it for your business. It's let's say it's $3,000.
Okay.
And you have to use it for your business. How are you going to use that for your business?
If you have,
are you going to buy inventory? Are you going to?
Well, the good thing is that $3,000 that you're going to invest in your business is going to be a tax write-off. So no matter what you do, it's still a tax write-off. Yeah. I think me personally, I would invest it in some really good inventory, but not shitty inventory and not basic inventory. I would have to do some research and find a wholesaler or a contact that has that item per se.
Okay.
But I definitely wouldn't blow it. That's for sure.
So you're looking for quality items, not a whole bunch of crap.
If I had to put it back into the business, that's what I would have to do.
What would you guys do out there? Would you buy a bunch of shelving? Get your
there's no wrong answer. Like
no,
I've taken an investment before of my money and purchased all new shelving and boxes. Yeah. I use a 20 by 10 by 10 box, and I purchased 100 boxes, like to reinvest in your business. So there's so many things you can do with it.
Right. I'm just curious what other people would do. The question was $3,000 into your business. Has to be into your business. You can't do anything else with it. Let us know. I'm curious. Scott, I'm sure you're curious what people would do with that. I like to hear all the different answers.
Yeah, there's no wrong answer. I mean, we've all been invested into our business. You bought shelving behind you. You can buy a printer, you can buy a computer. There's things you can invest in.
Yep. Upgrade your photo booth, upgrade,
This-
where do you store your inventory?
yeah, but just be
Computer.
smart. You have to be very smart with.
Yeah.
You get that cash like, oh, let me just go to Goodwill, and no, you have to be very smart and strategic with that money.
You have to. This is completely random. This
I think
is where
everything. I think everything
the
here
little
is random.
segue goes by, and you're just like, wait, what? One of those weird thoughts that hits you, like, and you weren't even thinking of it, and then you just laugh out loud because it was so friggin' funny. So think about something like that. All right. Think about some random thought.
You're asking me that now?
No, I'll tell you what mine was.
Oh,
this was yesterday. I'm just out running errands and I just start cracking up because something reminded me of a story that I'm about to tell you. It was while I was a police officer. And I think I might have told you guys this before. I was an avid professional dumpster diver. I loved dumpster diving. And why I started that was to keep awake because I had a long commute home.
Right.
I would leave work at 11 p.m. and I wouldn't get home until 12:40, 75 miles one way. So I'd get out and I'd dumpster dive. And I'm not going to name the stores, but they sell a lot of games. And I'd jump in there.
Yeah.
A place that's another place next door it sold staples and other types of office supplies. Dude, I would find the greatest shit. And then I go to the what is it? It's like a party store. And this was right after Halloween. The entire dumpster was filled with all the candy. All of it. They just threw it all away.
Wow.
So I'm like, I can't really resell this. I'm just going to grab a bunch. I literally grabbed like 3 of those, those boxes that reams of paper come in?
Yeah.
3 of those. And I just loaded it up. Threw it in my trunk, drove home, didn't do anything. Drove back to work the next day and just took one of the boxes and dumped it on the roll call table and walked away.
And
Cops eat like shit. Cops eat anything, right? And oh my God, there were packages opened up. There was all, and someone comes up to me and goes, "Hey, Dennis, there's a bunch of candy in the roll call room." I'm like, "Oh yeah, I know. I brought that." "Oh really? You brought that?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Did you tell
me? I got it out of a dumpster.
And what they say?
Like, what? I said, "Yeah, that's dumpster candy." or as we say in the Boston area, dumpster. Dude, that's dumpster candy. And they're like, "No." I'm like,
"That's funny."
Yep. So one guy's like, "I don't give a fuck." Just went back in and just started eating more. That lasted probably 3 shifts. By the time I left and came back, it was gone. It was, oh God. It was just all, especially the chocolate. People just,
but it wasn't open. It was all sealed.
No, it was all sealed. It was all sealed. But from then on, I was expected to bring in dumpster candy.
Dumpster candy, yeah.
And it was only like after certain holidays, like Easter coming up, right? Easter was great. They would throw away everything. And you just start scooping up bags, just, the nice sealed bags of candy. Just, I'm like, all right. I mean, how much can I take? The dumpster's full.
Right.
Full.
There's only so much you can take.
So I just loaded up a couple of boxes and brought it back to work.
Yeah, but I've never had that experience. I've never dumped any dumpster diver. Never.
That's so much fun.
Never.
It's so much fun.
I was afraid to. It's like you pull up there and then they catch you. Then what?
I know, but I had
well, you had the uniform on, just a little bit different.
Blue pants on with the stripes. So they look at me and I'm like, grabbing some boxes. All right. And so like, see you later. And in the back of the trunk, I've got they'd throw video games away. I found all those cardboard cutouts, all the standees, all the advertisements, posters, all that stuff.
It makes me want to go to that store that sells games and look in their dumpster.
Yes. Yep. And I never made a mess. There is etiquette, there's dumpster diving etiquette. If you show up to a dumpster and there's someone already there, it's an unwritten rule that you wait till they're done. And then it's your turn.
Yeah.
So not everyone follows that etiquette, but it's, I learned the hard way when I went to the other side and I was going to share the dumpster. And then I was told that, hey, yeah, it's you know,
You
it's
said
not
the- yeah.
cool. You got to wait till the guy's done. We're having a conversation about dumpster diving with some other dumpster diver.
Right, right.
I'm like, oh, hey, didn't know. Sorry. I missed that class.
First time.
First time. And he's like, did you bring gloves? I'm like, of course. What do you think? I'm an idiot here? And I'm like, looking in my truck. I'm like, oh yeah, I got some.
Yeah.
This dude's like blue. He's got the blue gloves on, and like
he's got all black hoodie on.
He's professional. He's got some type of satchel next to him that he's like putting goods in. It was awesome. He's got
the little poker. Bring stuff out.
No, the little squeeze thing, and it has like grip on the end.
Yeah.
He had that.
Yeah.
Yep. So then, of course, I'm taking notes. I'm like, well, I got to get one of those. I got to get a bag.
You're like,
oh
okay,
yeah,
good.
Yeah. So the next time I came around, I was good to go.
Yeah.
Then I learned what time he gets there, so I would leave work 5 minutes early so I could beat him.
Nice.
And then he'd be like, he'd drive, he'd see me, and I'd wave to him, and he'd go to the next one.
Wait your turn.
Nice. The one that sells all the cosmetics. They knew dumpster divers would be looking for stuff, so what they'll do is they take all of them, they open them up, and they pour them all into a bag, and then they throw it away.
Assholes.
Yeah. Yep.
I heard like the sneaker stores, they would, when they threw their stuff away, they would slice them.
Yep.
So you can't grab them. Which that's
the one that was beyond beds and bathrooms.
Yeah.
That store would smash stuff.
So
or spray paint stuff. They would literally just take a can of spray paint and spray paint stuff and then throw it away.
That's ridiculous.
It's crazy. Yeah. And then they were the biggest frauds, right? You go to one of their stores, they get the little blue bins that we recycle.
Yeah.
Where do you think all that goes when it leaves the store?
Yeah.
In the same place in the trash. They're not recycling anything. It was like, wow.
That's horrible.
That's when I went and I almost started making a YouTube channel on all the fraudulent people that say they're recycling, but they're not. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know. My name's going to be attached.
Yeah, you're going to throw all that stuff in the dumpster, in the landfill, waste it all, where people could use it.
Yep. But if you had one day a month, right? So it's old inventory. It's probably returns is what it is. And you just said, come in and it's a free day.
Yeah. Or 95% off, whatever.
Yeah. Whatever it is. We still made the sale. We still made something.
And especially like the candy, donate it. Bring it to a local shelter. Bring it somewhere. I used to work. It's
cheaper for them to throw it away. That's the problem.
Well, I used to work at a when I was younger, way in my 20s, a place called Stewart's. It's like a convenience store, but it's like franchised there. And all of their old product that was expiring, they brought it to a shelter. They brought it to a food pantry. They reused it. They didn't throw it in a dumpster. It's nuts. I hate that.
Yep.
Reuse
so
that
dumpster
shit.
Candy.
Yeah.
Dumpster candy tastes different because it's free.
That's right.
I don't know. I thought of it and I just started cracking up because I'm like, oh my God, I remember doing that. And it almost didn't, but I'm like, what the hell? It's sealed. It's not like it was opened.
No,
everything was brand new, sealed. It wasn't even expired. It wasn't expired. It was
probably expiring in a week, and they had to get rid of it.
I don't even think it was that old. It was just the fact that like Halloween was like 2 weeks ago. They've already marked it down.
Yeah.
They've already marked it down again, and then after the second markdown, it's trash.
Yeah.
But oh man, it was. And then they started throwing away all their Halloween costumes. So I'd go and find brand new costumes, just brand new stuff. I was just load it up.
Yeah, that's resellable. That stuff you can resell. Yeah,
yep. And I did. It was such a good time. I just look forward to it.
Well, get back to it.
I don't day dive. Day diving is when you go around during. No, I don't.
No.
That freaks me out.
Yeah.
It's at night. I'm just looking through. What was it? Spirit. They used to throw all their Halloween stuff away. And then there was one other one that I used to hit. Oh, Guitar Center.
Oh, no shit.
They would throw away bags, guitar cases,
Right.
and just throw them away. So I'd scoop them up, throw them on eBay. I mean, real nice ones too.
Yeah.
Padded handles, backpack ones. I remember grabbing a ton of them. Then I grabbed a ton of during tax season. They would throw away all of the what are those CD-ROMs with the tax stuff on it? Like before it was all online, you'd buy the disc, you put the disc in, and I made a killing on those. This was probably 7-8 years ago.
Wow.
But I will ask the question: do you dumpster dive? Allegedly. And what's your favorite find? What's your favorite place? Mine was the place that sells games.
Yeah, I want to hear I'd like to hear
God.
people where they, because I see a lot of people on Instagram doing it.
Yeah,
but they like you said, they do it during the day, which is insane. But yeah,
dude, I don't know. I don't think I could do it. I don't think I could do that. At night, it was cool. There's like no one there. I'm like, it's just me.
Yeah.
You know, there's like a raccoon in the woods makes a noise. I'm getting freaked out.
Right.
The police did pull up to me at least 3 times. And then we ended up chatting about stuff.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I sell on eBay. I'm looking for boxes or whatever.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't care. As long as you're not breaking in. He's like,
yeah,
I really
that's still nothing.
And then the other guy's like, yeah, just don't make a mess. I'm like, nope, never.
Nice.
But that's all I have, guys. Do you dumpster dive?
Yeah.
Let me know.
Yeah.
And what do you think? Why don't you ask the question about what we were planning on doing going forward?
Oh yeah. So what we're thinking about doing is every week, we'll probably Thursdays, I think is a better day. Is just going live. We'll put it out there. We're just going to go live, and whoever shows up, shows up. And then the next day, it will drop as a regular video. We don't edit these videos, or I'm saying Dennis doesn't edit the videos because he does the editing. We press record and we talk. There's nothing fancy, no fancy graphics. We just hit record and we go and we talk. So it's no different than us recording tonight than just going live. So let's just go live. We'll start next week. We'll have topics. We'll check the comments and see what's going on. But what I don't think you see a lot of live shows where they will have a quick introduction of the show, and then all they do is read the comments. I don't really want to do that. I kind of still want to have our show.
A little more structure. Yeah.
I still want to have our show, have our few topics we talk about, and then read the comments and interact and see how it goes. I'm all for it. It's not going to change how we record. It's not how we change how we record. It's the same thing.
No, just might be a little more interaction with you guys, which I kind of want to do. I think we both want to interact with the viewers more. And you guys will dictate more of kind of where we go if you want. Yeah,
we'll still have a structure like 5 topics we're going to talk about. But if we see someone mention this, we may just veer off it and just wing it.
If you mentioned dumpster diving, I am
like half the show tonight. We just wung it.
Yep. we did have like what we've been doing the last couple of months, and then a couple of you saw the Pokemon and all that, and we talked about mistakes we've made. So
we're going to go back to bringing guests on. We got a couple of people lined up that we want to bring back on, and just get this train rolling again. We were cruising along, and then we're back.
Yeah. And then the Russell household got a little off the rails. Sorry about that.
It's all good. We're back. So,
guys, thank you so much. We will see you next week with a live show. Live. And I can't wait. So
it's gonna
get
be
out there. Look at the lacing on that. That's a beer clean glass right there, folks. That's what that is. So
cheers.
Until next week. Cheers. Have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you soon.